Okay, time for another Batman the Animated Series watch along, and this episode is House and Garden. This is a Poison Ivy episode. Finish that up real quick. Uh, it's a fairly unusual Poison Ivy episode. We're going to see some unusual things in this episode, so this should be a lot of fun. So I'm watching this on HBO Max. I'm going in air date order. So if you want to watch along with me, you can queue it up on your own HBO Max or whatever streaming service that you rent or own these episodes on. Or if you want to go old school, get your DVDs or your Blu-rays or what have you. I have it on both DVD and Blu-ray, but yeah, I'm just watching it on Max because of the convenience. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Got the Warner Brothers logo with Bugs Bunny next to it, like we had at the time, and then the Warner Brothers logo that fades into the blimp, like we've seen many times. Ah, I probably should have refilled my water before I started this episode. So, like, I'd been watching for fun, not for part of the watch along, obviously, because I haven't gotten to the watch along of this series yet. But I was watching a little bit of Batman: The Brave and the Bold. One of the episodes I watched was Chill of the Night, which that's one that I really like. So I'm probably gonna do a Brave and the Bold watch along one of these days. But BTAS is a project, so I want to, I'm not watching those. Well, I mean, I am watching them for fun, but I want to make sure when I watch an episode of that, it's when I'm doing a watch along. A lot of these episodes I've seen like hundreds of times, but I'm trying to approach them as freshly as possible. So there's a title card with a child's drawing of Poison Ivy and a man and two children, written by Paul Dini, directed by Boyd Kirkland. And nice background of Gotham City and some kind of weird cactus monster climbing up the wall. Nice dramatic music. He just sounds gross. A lot of gross, heavy breathing. I guess he's taking in a lot of carbon dioxide since he's a plant, and now he's taking a lot of cash. Apparently, he was robbing Tony Stark. Don't kill him. This is like 1994. We haven't even seen Iron Man yet. Poison Ivy. Kind of surprising to me. Batman wouldn't have known that. That reaction. It's weird to see Batman in a suburban neighborhood like that. Ivy is the happy homemaker. Huh. Batman doesn't sit down. Hmm. Uh, Kids are all excited to see Batman. Huh. Chris and Kelly. And that's something from the comic book too. Is that Poison Ivy can't have kids because her immune system would be a little overactive. Hmm. Or is she? Gotham State University? And we know who attends Gotham State University, don't we? Gwen Stacy. Doing that kind of Zac Efron thing. Ah, she just assumes it's another girl. Hmm. I hope not. It's one of those creatures. I guess I should say it's that creature because we don't know whether or not it's different creatures yet. But why did it attack Dick Grayson? Why indeed? Bruce is dressed a little more casual right now. Your youthful ward. Yeah. I like Bruce Wayne's car. We see him drive this a few times on the show. I believe they even made a die-cast toy of it back when Ertl had the Batman license. There's that creature again. It seems to me like there would have been a more, how do I put it, more subtle way of doing that, a more practical way of doing that. And where did he go? Hmm. Now, here is something I was thinking of when I said this was an unusual episode. Here we have a daytime scene. Batman out of the daytime doing Batman-y things in his Batman outfit. You don't see that a whole heck of a lot on this show. Keeping a close eye on her. Alfred, I think what you mean is, could it be that Poison Ivy has truly turned over a new leaf? Like, it was right there, man. See the ivy growing up the house. Notice how it's not painted in the background. That means it's going to move. Oh, there it goes. Hmm. You're going to need it. And there's Bruce Wayne looking very Dick Tracy in his hat and trench coat. I always kind of figured Bruce's design was kind of inspired by Dick Tracy anyway. They got a similar shape of the nose, the very sharp, square chin. If you imagine him in this outfit, but with the trench coat and fedora colored yellow, that's pretty much Dick Tracy. And that's our first look at old Cactus Boy. And Bruce takes a tumble into the ocean. Oh, you brought a change of clothes with you, Bruce. Oh, he's ugly. He's the kind of ugly that looks like it'd be painful. Yep, he's sure enough got a bulletproof vest underneath, and that's a familiar shade of gray on that suit. Why'd you take off the blindfold? He's just being mean. And there's Batman. Now he's a little more prepared to deal with Cactus Boy. Yeah, he trimmed your nails, didn't he? He just makes such weird noises. I'm not sure the voice actor is doing the voice of the cactus guy, but he's doing a good job. I like the weird noises he makes. Very creepy and gross. Chris and Kelly are girls. U-turn. Emergency bat turn. That's all the clue Batman needed. Because now he's figured out the secret of Poison Ivy's family. And have you, dear viewer, figured out the secret? Maybe you've seen this episode before, but if you haven't, have you figured out the secret? If you haven't seen this episode before, why are you watching this? Watch the episode and then watch it along with me. Plastic plants? So obviously she's hiding something. Now's where we get really creepy. With the pods. Huh. Gasp! That's the real Carlisle. Oh, it's so creepy. It opens up just all slimy and ew. It just unnerves Batman so much. The green vines on their chest. Ew. Yep, you sure did. Ah, that's a great shot. I love that shot. That's one of my favorite shots of Poison Ivy on the whole series. So that means her husband is her son. Ew. But he seems like he's dying. Just melts away. Because she's a sociopath. Well, that owner said, well, that's your opinion. But I mean, she doesn't care about these children, plant creatures, whatever, so much as she just wants to feel like she's a mommy. Because, like I said, she's a sociopath. And Batman electrocuting the plant creatures. They're not really like sentient life forms in the strictest sense, so Batman can kill them. That's fine. And they're not going to last long anyway. Like she said, they don't last long to begin with, and she accelerated their growth process. She's just hoping they'll take long enough to kill the dynamic duo. Yeah. Ugh. That's a great line. Oh, darn, I accidentally cut off the sound. Oh, I turn it back on. Sorry, these are new for me. There we go. Weed killer. There we go. Where's the... But she got splashed with the weed killer too, and she's not the real Poison Ivy. And there's a picture of Harley. Yeah, but like I said, she it wasn't really because she cared about her so-called family. So I don't feel too bad for her. And dang it, if we didn't pause at the right time. I don't know how my headphones wound up getting unpaired. So there's a couple of different lists of credits here, starring the voices of Kevin Conroy as Batman, Lauren Lester as Robin, Bob Hastings as Commissioner Gordon, Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. as Alfred. So we have a main cast, and then here's our guest stars. Jim Cummings as Saunders. Jim Cummings, best known as being the voice of Winnie the Pooh. Scott McAfee as Chris Carlisle. Megan Mullally as Cindy. You would remember her from Will and Grace and Parks and Recreation. She's married to Nick Offerman. So that was Dick's girlfriend in the episode. Paul Nakauchi as the Doctor. Diane Pershing as Poison Ivy. Christopher Pickering as Kelly Carlisle. And Peter Strauss as Stephen Carlisle. Peter Strauss, yeah, that's a name I recognize from a lot of stuff. He did a really good job. I thought he was excellent in this episode. Good voice acting. And that's pretty much it for House and Garden. It's a good episode. You know, maybe not one of the best episodes I've ever seen, but certainly enjoyable. Our next episode is going to be a Killer Croc episode. It's going to be Sideshow. So I'll, if you want to make sure you catch that one, make sure you like and subscribe. All the fun YouTube stuff down below. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this episode. Hit the little bell if you want to be warned anytime I go live, and that'll tell you anytime I go live. Thanks for watching. We will talk to you next time. Bye.